Coach mentioned that Jalen Washington might get his first chance against Georgia Tech. What kind of player is Jalen?
I feel like it's gonna be a great for us, great addition because he can shoot the ball very well at his size, and he can play, block shots on the defensive end, and he runs the floor hard. So having him is gonna definitely be able to, stretch the floor, create spacing for us on the offensive end, and then also, like I said, he can be a great defensive player.
Does he compare? Would you compare him to any player like that you've seen before, that we've seen before?
Nah. I feel like he's just his own, his own player. As far as on the offensive end, he's like, he got his little turnaround jumper. That I think that's his like signature move when he gets in the post, and he, no matter who's on him, whether it's a guard or a guy same size, taller than him, it doesn't. He makes it consistently in practice. So I feel like he's his own player.
Yeah, Coach Davis was telling us that defensively, one of the things he was stressing to you guys this week is like trust each other, trust the help. Why did he think? Why do you think he told you guys that, and how did it sort of impact you when he did tell you that?
I feel like he's been, emphasizing that this past week throughout, not just, defense, throughout like the whole, our whole team. We gotta trust each other on the defensive end, on the offensive end. Just trusting the principles that we've been taught, and just knowing that if I go give help, my teammate got my back, and he's gonna give me help. So, and then just trusting like offensive end, trusting that we all gonna make the right play. If a guy, if I penetrate and I see somebody, help, trust my teammate and pass him the ball and let him make the shot. And that just, trickles down throughout the whole team. So he's been, emphasizing that throughout the, whole week. And, we've definitely been taking steps forward.
He had mentioned that he didn't think that you guys had necessarily done that, especially on the defense in the past couple of games. Do you think that's fair analysis?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we've been, just worried about our man too much, and guarding, not letting our man score. And it's not a, it's a team game, so we gotta play team defense.
Hubert said that he liked what you guys did when you extended pressure late against Alabama, and then of course late against Virginia Tech, and you made the comeback. Why do you think extending pressure has worked for you guys those two games? And he says you're going to do more of it as a result.
I feel like it gives us like a spark of energy, because that's kind of what we lack throughout the whole course of the game, and just extending that pressure, getting steals, getting turnovers. It kind of gives us a spark and gives us that life that we need throughout the whole game, and I feel like it definitely worked in those last Alabama game and Virginia Tech game, and you seen like even the bench. Just getting fired up, and so I feel like that definitely is going to help us going forward.
Do you think that actually cancels out some of the trust issues because you guys are playing a little bit more, like with your air up, or a little bit faster and quicker and with a little bit more intensity, so you don't have time to have the trust, whatever trust issues there are come into play?
Well, no, it doesn't. It's still going to be that trust factor because you still got to be in the right spots for that press to work. So. And then once we get back in the half court, if we don't get a steal, we still got to play, half court game. So I feel like it doesn't, that doesn't have a factor in it. But like I said, it's definitely gonna work for us, and that trust factor is still gonna.
Yeah, I stay on that real quickly. Is it fun?
Yeah,
It's
for
good
sure.
also kind of break it up a little bit too.
Yeah, it definitely fun. Getting steals is fun. Getting the easy buckets is gonna, help our offense flow a little bit more. And then we don't have to play, catch up like we've been playing.
Coach Davis has talked about how opponents are defending you all differently, trapping more to keep you guys from penetrating. What do you need to do differently to change that?
I feel like we got to be the aggressor on both ends of the floor, but specifically offense. I feel like being physical and being the aggressor is going to help us because we're not getting pushed around or nothing. We don't get what we want on the offensive end, whether that's getting open or getting to a spot when we're driving, regardless, whatever the case may be. But once we're the aggressor, I feel like we can't be stopped on the offensive end.
Is there something tactically that you need to be doing differently?
We just got to be tougher.
Caleb, how's the mood been around the team these past 6 days? Coach Davis was in here saying how much nicer it is to be at home after the 2-week-long road trip out west and to Indiana and
been good, you know. We just had this week to, get better, and practice, and, we had a tough one, first day back in practice, and I think it was good for us because we needed it, but I've just been telling my teammates be positive, because, I'd rather have this, going through this now than in February and March. And it's like I just been telling them, adversity, when adversity hits, it's nothing we can't, overcome. So I just told them to be positive, have fun, continue to, trust the process, and everything gonna work out.
Are there any similarities in the approach this week as to the approach after the Miami and Wake Forest games last season?
Just being positive. We're a great team. Once we put all our pieces together, we're gonna be an even better team. And like I said, it's just a process, and it's a long season. And we only 9 games in, so we just gotta trust it, and go through this course, and it only take one win to fix it.
Caleb, you and RJ are both slumping a little bit from 3 right now. What do you do to sort of get out of that? Is it just a matter of repetition? Is it a matter of taking better shots? What are some sort of ways that you try and combat that?
I just say we put too much work in for it not to change. Definitely shot selection, but we've been taking better ones throughout the course of these last few games. But we put too much work in. RJ puts too much work in, and I do as well. And so we know we can shoot, but it's just a little, like I said, adversity early on in the season. And I looked at how many games we played last year. I think it was 39, and we only 9 games in. So we got plenty of games left to change it. So we'll be fine.
Caleb, along those lines, just do you think the lessons of last season and where you were at this time last season and the ups and the downs and how it eventually all worked out in the end, do you think that gives you, I don't know, patience or confidence, or does it lends itself to not feel like the sky is falling?
Yeah, like you said, we went through it last year, and you see where it took us, you see where it got us, and I feel like us going through this now is definitely going to help us more in the long run, and it's like I said, this is all a process, and I'm glad we're going through it. And I don't know any team that hasn't went through adversity, whether that's on the court, off the court, any type of job. I don't know anybody that has been great at something that didn't go through adversity. So that's all it is.
Caleb, you're still shooting a high clip from the free throw line, but it's a decrease from what you've done in the first 2 seasons. Is there anything that you're looking at in particular that has changed?
It's definitely frustrating because I don't usually miss this many free throws, but just trusting myself and not thinking about. I think I'm putting too much, not pressure, but I'm thinking about it too much when I'm going up there because I have missed a lot. But like I said, it's a long season, and I know I can make my free throws. It's just me. I just got to go up there and step up and make it.
1 or 2 more before he goes to practice. Anybody?
Can you tell us about Georgia Tech? They don't have a lot of the guys they've had the last couple of years, so new faces there. So what are your thoughts on them?
They're a great team. As far as getting to the basket and out in transition, and so we're definitely prepared to take them on, and I'm glad we're in this position right now, playing them, because it's just another chance to get us a win.
What was the atmosphere at Indiana, the atmosphere of Virginia Tech? They were telling Caleb sucks, they were chanting. I'm sure you heard them. What was it like playing in those environments? Because, you've been here for however many games it was, 4 games, and then you're in the neutral court out in Portland, which was kind of, a little quiet, and then you got those two places.
Yeah, it was fun. It's all the experience, and that's not the first time I didn't got that, but it's all the experience, and it was definitely fun being in those environments. Obviously, not that we lost though, but it was fun.
I think RJ got one too, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
We waved